Have you ever said something to yourself, something told me not to do that, or I knew this was going to happen, but you just brushed it off? That's intuition, your built-in guidance system, whispering before logic can even catch up. It's energy. It's your soul speaking through the static of your busy life. People think it's woo-woo. They think it's just for those spiritual people. No, we all have that gift and we need to use it, given to us from our creator, the most amazing creator there is. Use intuition as structure in your life, in your business, and I'm telling you, your life will flow so much better, less resistance path than you would not using intuition at all. Consider it your blueprint that your higher self designed to help you navigate life with flow instead of force. Today, we're talking about how to strengthen that connection, how to make intuition your most trusted strategy. So grab your tea. Look at this cute little bunny. Light a candle. Let's get into it. So let's start by clearing something up. Intuition, it isn't just a gut feeling. It's literally your body, mind, and spirit syncing with the frequency of truth. No matter your religion, we're all made of energy, of the same universal field. We came from the same piece of our amazing creator, and your intuition is how this field communicates with you. Think of the universe like Wi-Fi, right? It's always broadcasting guidance. It's your navigation system in life. This is how we were created, so complex, so beautiful. It's insane how we are functioning right now in this meat suit. Everything is frequency, everything is vibrating, everything is energy. Your intuition is the signal and your nervous system is the receiver. But here's the catch. If your mind is flustered and cluttered with noise, I was there, fear, self-doubt, your mind's all over the place, stress. When you take all of that stuff, even a piece of that, your signal gets fuzzy. But when you reset your energy, which is what I teach and what I live by on a daily maintenance, this is energetic maintenance for your body, for your vitality, for your soul, for everything in life, so you can feel things more clearly. When you start working and resetting your energy, working with your nervous system, understanding how your body is speaking to you, your intuition comes back online from fuzzy and then back on track. That makes sense, right? It's that awesome little gentle nudge that tells you to turn left instead of right. It's that sudden idea that drops to you in the shower, or that constant subtle feeling that something is just off. When you walk in a room, you walk in a door, you meet someone, something is just not right, something is off. That's not coincidence. That's communication with the universe, with your energetic field, the energetic fields around you. Intuition is literally the best structure you will have in your life. And if you think about it, in life and business, we've been trained to rely only on logic, the plan, hustle, execute model. But intuition is the feminine counterpart to logic. Male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energy. All of us. This is how we were made so perfectly to feel and experience all these different emotions. Some are heightened, and that's why it's important to have this balance within us, so we can experience all these feelings that the universe, that God has given to us. It's so amazing when you're able to experience life more. And when you use intuition as structure, you're no longer reacting to life. You're now creating from alignment. It's how you know when to rest, when to leap. Let's say that you're in a job or in a position, in a project somewhere, and you just know deep inside you have this thing inside of you that you know, your intuition, your body, your soul is speaking to you that this is not for me anymore. And you feel sometimes like your body wants to jump out. This is your intuition speaking to you, letting you know that you've now changed. You're in a different phase now of life, and we now need to go within, think about what could be that in order for you to make that change, right? And this leap we're talking about, it could be a leap in relationship, a leap in a position, but it doesn't have to be a dramatic leap. Your intuition will tell you when to stay, when to say yes, when to say no, when to walk away. It keeps you from chasing things that are not meant for you, and it will magnetize the things, the people that are meant for you, that are in alignment with your path. Think of alignment as, okay, we're going to talk in corporate terms for all my corporate people out there, all my 9-to-5ers out there. So think of alignment as your energetic CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Then you have your logic, who is your project manager. But intuition, she is the visionary that knows the bigger picture. And when you follow her lead, life will literally stop feeling like a battle. Intuition, to be even more clear, it doesn't shout, it whispers. And if it whispers, that means you need to be quiet, you need to be still, and that's the way you're going to be able to interpret that signal. Intuition speaks through sensation, synchronicities, emotion, and energy. Some people feel it really strong in their gut and their stomach. Others can see flashes of like imagery. Literally at the moment when they're thinking of something, whether they should do it or not, they'll have like a flash of an image that comes across their minds. And sometimes it's like just a very quiet voice, it might feel like, or that you just know, like a claircognizance. In the spiritual world, it's called the clairs. It's a knowing, it's your intuition that speaks to you through these different ways. Think back to some certain times when you had these situations, these moments where you had crazy clarity all of a sudden, whether it was your gut feeling like we spoke about, or a vision that flashed and it was the right thing. Everybody has intuition, yes, but we experience it all differently. So leave a comment. I'm curious to see, give us an example of like what you went through and what it felt like at that moment that your intuition actually spoke to you. I'm curious to know. And the more you actually notice these subtle cues, the stronger your intuitive muscles actually become. And let me tell you, my intuition and all of my senses with the spiritual world as well have become so much more clear and more stronger than it ever has been before in my entire life that I can remember. So I'm telling you right now, it works as long as you just start being more aware, more self-awareness, and get love, taking care of yourself, self-care. Just start getting curious and go to, say, yoga classes or qigong classes is what I teach. I absolutely love it. It's more of like a gentle energy healing. It's more feeling the space around you, mindful, connecting within. There's so many other things that are out there. Do what calls to you that you actually feel connected to, and start working on yourself. You're going to see a huge difference in life, in your path of alignment, and the things that start coming, that you start attracting, things are going to flow so much better. And I would just love to hear more and connect more with you out there. So drop me a comment and just share a story, share an example of how intuition saved you or helped you in your life. Okay, so here are a few ways intuition communicate. A sudden pull or resistance in your body. That's your energy saying yes or no. There's random thoughts that repeat themselves for days, or those times when you get goosebumps, right? On your body or behind your neck, or like this warmth to your body when something resonates. There's dreams that deliver clarity. What's worked for me before and what's been said by different masters out there is that if you're stuck on receiving an answer, receiving clarity for something, the best thing to do is to, right before bed, ask the question in your mind. You're broadcasting that question out there into our energetic field, right? Into the universe. Then you fall asleep, and in the morning, majority of people will actually randomly receive this answer or this clarity to what was it that they asked. Random songs that come on the radio station. These are like different synchronicities at times when you need it. Songs that mean something to you. Songs that touch your heart or mean something to you in that moment and you're thinking of a certain situation. There's numbers, 111, 1111, 333, excuse me, that's my favorite number, 333. There's all kinds of different numbers, have different meanings, and the meaning that you give to it, it is the universe speaking to you. It's whatever is happening in your current time, it's speaking to you according to your frequency, according to your stage in life. It might not mean the same thing for everybody, but it's more so like playing a game, or letting you know I got you, or letting you know that I'm right here, or letting you know that you're on the right path. Trust it. Some people think it's total blah blah woo woo, whatever. But for those who do believe in synchronicities, it's kind of fun. You're thinking of somebody and their name is, pick a name. You'll see that name on a license plate. You'll see that name in the store t-shirt. These things start popping out everywhere over a period of time. And don't think that you're crazy. It's allowing you to see these things for a reason. Energy, source, spirit, they're talking to you and they're like, hey, you're on the right path. Hey, it's not saying that this person may appear. And maybe actually they will, because they will feel you. Let's say Romeo is your ex-boyfriend or whomever, or somebody that you really want to get to know. When you start seeing all these names, all these things, you're thinking of them, and actually you're emitting this frequency, and that will connect to them. You may either bump into them, they may call you. When you are just more open to these things in life, it's like universe is playing with you in a way, but it's also guiding you. Life just becomes so much more fun when you're open to these synchronicities, and you're open to what if it's actually true that there is such a thing as spirit guides, and there is such a thing as a creator, and there is such a thing as spirit animals and numbers and patterns. How amazing and fun would life be? Just think about it. And if you're okay with that, there's nothing wrong. Everybody to each their own. Some religions are completely against this kind of stuff, but people who are in touch with nature, in touch with their body, and life is so much more fun when you get to see it from this deep essence. I hope that everybody can experience this throughout their path, because the point of life is to enjoy and love every step of the journey, going through your path, instead of, oh my God, I gotta get there, I gotta get there, I gotta get there. And all you are is stressed and full of nerves, just trying to look to the end point. And you're losing all of this time where you could be experiencing amazing things in life and enjoying things more. I know we have so much heartbreak in life, but that's part of the emotion. Deep, dark nights of the souls. These things are in life because we are brought here for a purpose, for a reason, to experience the deepest of deep, the darkest of dark, such enlightenment and happiness and love. And we're here in this lifetime. Think of it like a game. We're here to experience every single angle, every emotion, every feeling. And it's up to us what we take from it. It's up to us what we're going to do with this information. It's up to us to experience free will. Every time you actually honor those signs that you're seeing, you strengthen your connection to the universe, and it's only going to speak to you more loud and more clear. It's so amazing, the flow that becomes all around you, the people, the things, the opportunities. So speaking of opportunities, let's talk about inspired action. That's the language of intuition. It's the bridge between knowing what to do and doing it, doing the action. You see, intuition gives direction. It tells you, it's the GPS, it's the navigation system, and then inspired action grounds it. It's that urge to call somebody, start a new project with someone, sign up for a class, go take that salsa class that you've been thinking about forever, or you want to take this course, you want to sleep, you just want to take the weekend off to just rest and hibernate and have you time without overthinking. When you start following that impulse, even if it makes no sense, the universe moves in your favor. And the difference between busy action and inspired action is all energy. Energy, energy, energy. Busy action will drain you. Inspired action will feel good. It'll feel aligned. Even if it's uncomfortable, it's a knowing that it's alignment. It's an alignment of what you want. It carries this little form of peace within you. So the next time you feel a quiet little tiny nudge, don't ignore it. Just pause, breathe, and ask yourself this. Is this impulse coming from fear or from faith? If it feels like some sort of expansion, even if it's just a little bit, that's your intuition speaking truth. So with all that said, let's talk practical. How do we actually enhance intuition? Let me give you a few of my favorite ways, and you can try it out. The first one is super simple. You're just literally going to be mindful. You find some time for you, quiet the noise, create small moments of silence, because when you turn down the volume of your outer world, your inner world is going to get louder. That I promise you. I used to complain all the time when I first started training under these amazing masters of energy healing. They were followers of the Tao religion. When you get in front of them, their auras is just such an instant calm and soothing and just powerful to be around them. I remember that I had spoken to one master and I said, I have a problem. I don't think I have intuition. How come everybody is saying that they're receiving messages? I don't know what a message feels like. What inner voice? Like, what does it feel like? I don't know. And I would get frustrated because we would start doing these practices and I'm just like, oh, what's wrong with me? And my head would go like on and on and on and on. Monkey brain. I really was getting frustrated. I'm like, forget this. Maybe I just don't have that gift. Just forget it. Let me just continue on. And you know what it was? When I was done going through all that and time just letting things go, when you let things go, sometimes that's when your will come, because all of that frustration and all that resistance is blocking the signal, the answer to you. So as soon as I let that go and I said, you know what, forget this, I'm done. Just let me continue on. And guess what? That's when I started actually understanding what it felt like to receive these messages, to hear my inner voice. And that's really how you can start. Don't try too hard. Just let things go. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, in time it will. I promise that. The second thing that I love so much is journaling. Male, female, I prefer to physically write. It's very therapeutic, and you don't know what will come up. Do like a journal stream of consciousness. Like you're going to write without thinking, without censoring. You're just going to write whatever comes to your mind. And then at one point, say to yourself, what do I need to know today? Just be quiet and just listen. Say it maybe twice if you need to, or 3 times until your monkey brain stops. And as soon as you start getting thoughts, just write. Okay? Right. And then you can go back after you're done, do that for about 5 minutes and reread it. Sometimes it's gibberish. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I talk about this all the time. But look at it. And there's some words that are going to pop out to you and it's going to mean something to you. What I like to do is circle keywords that pull at me, that I have some kind of attraction to or some pull to. Circle those words and look at it again later. And you're going to have some kind of clarity to some situation that you had. It's really quite astonishing. Okay, third one, I suggest the chakras. Chakras. There's several chakras in our body. Scientifically, several energy centers, vortexes, spinning clockwise, anti-clockwise. There are 7 main ones that are more focused on. It's really good to start to understand those 7 base energy centers, which if you look on my YouTube channel, I'm going to post breaking down the chakras more. We'll do like a chakras one-on-one so you can see and understand what they are and how they actually truly can help you in your life. It's super amazing and such a necessity. I wish everybody would do this maintenance and know about this, because each chakra has its own intuitive intelligence. For instance, we'll do a quick run through of all 7 of them. Root chakra is down below by your tailbone. This is your root. This is your safety. It's your foundation. And actually, without that strong root groundedness, it's like the engine of a car in order for the other ones to also flow. So it's very important to work on your lower chakras. Next one is 2 inches below the navel, 2 inches inside deep. That's your sacral chakra. That's your creativity in life, your sensuality, what feels joyful in life, what feels pleasure in life. Above your navel is your solar plexus. This is your confidence. This is your gut instinct. So you see already all of that in your lower chakras have that flowing good in life, so you can feel grounded and secure and confident in life. And once you start working on that, you will see such a huge difference in life and your choices. You have the heart chakra, which is your compassion, your passion for others, soul's palace. You lead with love instead of fear. We have the throat chakra, intuitive truth, helps you voice what you need to say. Third eye, which a lot of people know about. Third eye is your vision in life, where intuition will actually sharpen into insight. So when we start working with this chakra, it's going to help a lot with what we were talking about today. And the crown, there's many different things to help open the crown and get rid of any stagnant energy that's up there. That's your direct connection to the divine, to the amazing universe. When you have all of your chakras balanced and worked out, and when you start your meditation, the connection is so amazing when you start balancing and working on energy healing. Being able to receive divine guidance just because you're being open and more aware with frequency and vibration, this is what's going to guide you in life so much more smoothly than just living in non-alignment. Being resistant and trying to control everything in life just makes things so much more difficult. So by balancing these energy centers through breath work, through movement, through dance, exercise is amazing to get your energy moving. You will open the channels of intuitive flow. The other one is tarot cards. With good intention, you're not doing this for evil, you're not doing this for negativity, you're not doing this to harm anyone. Tarot cards are simply a tool, intuitive tool. That's all it is. You're using it because it speaks to you through vibration, through thoughts. You'll understand this better when you become more balanced and build your intuition stronger. Tarot cards will be amazing. And sometimes in very difficult, challenging times in life, when you pull out your deck of tarot cards and you ask it a question, when you start working on yourself, the answer that comes through is so powerful and so clear. I love it. 2 years ago is when I started trying to read and understand them. I don't do it every single day. Some people, they're using it as a guidance system in their life, and that's fine. But for me, I just do it in certain situations where I'm just like, I'm going through something now and I just need to have some kind of noise, and I'll just go and have my quiet time. I need to be grounded before I do it. And when I pull out those cards, the message that comes through is like so clear. Exactly what I needed to hear. Maybe not the answer that I wanted to hear, but I literally like laugh or chuckle when I get this answer, because I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly where I am in this moment. This is exactly what I needed to hear. Some kind of acknowledgement of what is going on. It's just so amazing what comes through once you are understanding how intuition speaks. So try it later. Get yourself a deck. You can order on Amazon. There's so many cute ones. There's angel tarot cards. There's the original tarot deck. But just take some quiet time, a few deep breaths, and say to yourself, what do I need to focus on this week? So then you just shuffle your deck. I am not the greatest shuffler, okay? So we're not even going to attempt to try it right now. And it's okay. You can shuffle however you want. I'm not going to get distracted because I can't shuffle like a poker player, okay? Doesn't matter. So shuffle your deck, and then you're just going to take a moment, take your 3 breaths, and you're just going to pull at your quiet time. We're not going to do it right now. I do this when I'm in my moment, in my quiet time, that I'm going to do it with intuition. But you basically pull what card that calls to you. You're going to feel some kind of like electric pull, some kind of vibration. And that's the card that you want to pull. And then write down that very, very first emotion that you felt or that you feel. The very first instinct. Before you start analyzing, that very first thought. That's your intuition talking. The 5th thing for you to do is grounding your lower chakras. You're grounding. Work on your grounding daily. You can't hear intuition through chaos, that's for sure. So try standing barefoot on the earth for a minute, on your backyard, in the park. Close your eyes. Put your hands, one on your stomach, one on your heart, on your chest, with your 2 feet standing straight. Just say, I'm connected to the earth below and the universe above. And say, I trust the wisdom flowing through me, to me and through me. That's it. How easy can that be? You don't have to find your intuition. We all have it. You just have to remember it. It's always been there. It's not going away at all. It's so powerful. It's literally the same force that turns acorns into gigantic oak trees, that tells the ocean when to rise and fall. We're all connected in so many ways. The way we breathe, the way we move, what we need, our nourishment. We are all connected to the same intelligence, the infinite rhythm of the universe. When life feels chaotic or uncertain, come back to yourself, come back to your breath, to your energy. Ask your intuition to lead, because it will never guide you wrong. I love spirituality and making it into a more modern and practical way. So if this episode called to you and you enjoyed hearing about intuition, how to connect more with the energy around you, with the universe, spirit, source, and if you feel called to work on building that inner wisdom inside of you, I highly recommend that you download my workbook that I created specifically to work on building your intuition, introducing the chakras in a nice, gentle way. I'm going to place the link below. It's called 5 Ways to Reset Your Energy. After you're done that workbook, you are going to see so much stuff that came up for you. And there will be a link in there for you to book a clarity call with me. Let's talk about that and see how we can better structure and create more alignment in your path. My hope is for everyone to go from survival mode to soulful flow. Remember, your intuition is like your compass. Stay grounded and keep trusting your energy. It knows the way. See you on the next one.